Hello and welcome to another new book. So this one is another one in the My First Heroes series, which I have to say I am quite a fan of. So this one is all about space, so perfect for our space topic. Discover amazing people. So real people who have existed. Some of them might be alive today, some of them might not be. That's talking about the series generally, not these particular people. So real people who have done amazing things. So if we turn to the back, the blurb, it says, discover the amazing people who helped us to understand space. So let's find out some more about them. Oh, let's see, what does this do? Oh, we've got some different objects on here that relate to our people, our four people in the book. I wonder what we'll find out about. Okay. So, first up, this is a very famous person. I bet you'll hear more about him as you grow up as well. Galileo Galilei. Galileo Galilei was an Italian astronomer who lived long ago. So an astronomer studies the stars, studies space. He made an amazing discovery, but no one believed him. He even went to prison for his beliefs. So sometimes when people are scared about things that are new to them, they turn against the people who have introduced them to these new ideas, but they eventually come to terms with them. So what did he discover? Galileo changed how people think about the sun and Earth. How did he do it? He built a new telescope to study space. Here's the telescope. He proved that Earth travels around the sun. People thought it was the other way around. So at the time when he lived, which was a long time ago, people thought that the sun went around Earth. They didn't really know much about the other planets either, and they just thought that the sun went around our Earth because it was that important. And Galileo discovered that actually we on Earth, our planet Earth, goes around the sun. The sun is the centre of our solar system. Today we know Galileo was right. All the planets, including Earth, go around the sun. So all the planets in our solar system go around the sun. The sun is the centre. There we go. Look. Oh, can you spot us? Can you spot Earth? Hey, there we are. So what an amazing discovery. Wow. There's the sun. What is the sun? The sun is a star. Very good. Right, let's see who's next. This is Katherine Johnson. Katherine Johnson was an African-American mathematician. So this is an American book. So in America, they call black people African-American. It's just different terms in different countries. Okay, so she was black. So Katherine Johnson was black. She was a black mathematician. She loved numbers so much that she used to count everything. So she was super duper at her maths. Johnson's work helped astronauts to travel safely in space. Because when astronauts go up into space, it's not as simple as just zooping off into space and being an astronaut in that rocket. You have to have a lot of people doing all this amazing work back on the ground and working out how to keep those astronauts safe and how to work the rocket and everything. It's a lot of work that goes into it. She planned the flight paths for the spacecraft. She was so clever she could do difficult maths in her head. Her work helped astronauts to land on the moon. So without her help, without her amazing knowledge and skill, we would probably never have had people on the moon. Wow. Katherine Johnson calculated how fast to fly in space. So there you go. Super maths at work in real life. Zoom! Off goes that rocket. Whoosh! What an amazing mathematician. Next up we have Valentina Tereshkova. Valentina Tereshkova is a Russian cosmonaut. Now that's the Russians' word for astronaut, so they're just different words in different countries to basically describe the same job. She wanted to be a train driver but learnt to parachute instead. This was great training for space. Tereshkova was the first woman to go into space. How cool! How did she do it? Well, she flew in a spacecraft by herself. It went around Earth 48 times. Whoa! She used a parachute to land back on Earth. Valentina Tereshkova spent almost 3 days going around Earth. So going around Earth 48 times took 3 days. There she is. Woo! You can see all the stars and the shooting stars out there. And look, down here is Earth. What an amazing achievement. And then we have Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong was an American astronaut. In 1969, with Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins, he made an extraordinary journey to the moon. Armstrong was the first person to walk on the moon. How did he do it? A rocket blasted him into space. It took 4 days to reach the moon, and he went for a moonwalk in his spacesuit. Oh, look at that. Hey. And he planted the American flag on the moon. Neil Armstrong hopped across the rocky ground to collect moon dust. And you can see all the way over there is Earth. Hey! So there we go. That's the end of My First Heroes Space. We learned about some amazing people. What achievements! So we've got Galileo Galilei discovering that Earth went around the sun rather than the other way around. Katherine Johnson, an amazing mathematician who helped astronauts travel safely in space. It was her work that helped land people on the moon, land those astronauts on the moon. Valentina Tereshkova, Russian cosmonaut. She was the first woman in space. And then we have Neil Armstrong, one of the 3 astronauts who went to the moon, and he was the first man to walk on the moon. So there we go. There are lots more amazing people who've done lots of exciting things when it comes to space and exploring space, but those are some of the first heroes. So I hope you've enjoyed learning about them. Bye for now.